Welcome everyone to Spa-Francorchamps. Welcome to the grid. Take this account of Spa-Francorchamps up to one of the most legendary circuits in motorsport history. Spa-Francorchamps opened in 1921, but this iconic track has been a favourite amongst both drivers and fans for well over a century. It was originally a public road circuit, has evolved into a world-class racing venue with a total length of 7 kilometres or 4.3 miles to me and you. The track layout of the corners of Francorchamps features a total of 19 corners, ranging from tight hairpins to high-speed sweeping turns. Some of the most famous corners include Eau Rouge, Ravillon, La Source and Blanchiment. Spa, famous for its challenging elevation changes, the track climbs and descends dramatically, particularly through Eau Rouge and Ravillon, making it true test of skill and bravery. The high-speed corners demand precision with little room for error. The weather at Spa is another factor that makes this circuit unique. Known for its variable weather conditions, it can be sunny in one section and raining in another, making it unpredictable to stay within those critical track limits. Spa offers one of the most challenging and exhilarating tests of a driver's abilities, and we can't wait to see how the drivers handle it tonight. Let's get ready for some high-speed drama. As we head into our qualifying session here, we had a very quick driver briefing beforehand where all the drivers were told to calm it down a little bit and what we expect from those guys. So anyway, without further ado, let's get into this. Who have we got in the live chat with us at the minute? We've got Alan Bristle Brown. Welcome in, Fresh Briz. How are you doing, my friend? I did see a post earlier on the old YouTube saying you'll be back racing with us soon. I hope the house moving and everything's gone well to you. Mr. Dalton Gallery, Mr. Spaced Out Gaming, Galleria himself, Mr. Rust. Both of you well, we've got old Doug in there too. And Lodgy, where am I? Hopefully with us tonight. Alright, we're getting into qualifying here, folks. It's time. Get ready for an epic 20 minutes, or rather 15 hours. Fastest lap of the race from Ivan there at 2:19.1. We're running ballast tonight, the AOR spec ballast for all drivers out on track. So get ready for what's left of 15-minute qualifying session here at Spa-Francorchamps, where our GT3 drivers are about to go all out to set the fastest laps of the day and secure those all-important spots at the front of the pack. It's going to be a full throttle, high-stakes battle for position as the drivers push themselves and their machines to the limit. With the clock ticking down, fuel levels will be at their lowest. The teams will have dialed in their setups to be as aggressive as possible, and we're going to see the maximum concentration and full attack as these drivers go for broke, knowing that the grid position today will have a huge impact on the race coming up. People to watch maybe in this one. Chris Penrose is always one to watch. I just see him in the background there in his Senna Tribute Racing livery. Is never off the first two front rows of the qualifying session in Season 3 so far. So you can bet he's going to be fighting for that top spot once again. But don't forget about the likes of Mateus, Chris Pissick. You can never count any of those boys out. They've been constantly quick and be looking to make a strong statement in qualifying. Speaking of Chris here, a car change for night. He's in the GTR Nissan, so it'll be fun to see what originally the Porsche driver can actually get out of the GTR. Anyway, we'll also have the new entry, Evan, who we just watched actually top of the list at the minute, setting his fastest lap there, driving the 56 Ford Mustang. He's been a real contender this season, and this is his chance to prove just how strong he can be at one of the most important tracks on the calendar. We want to hear from you guys at home, the viewers at home. Who are you cheering on tonight? Let us know your thoughts in the comments on who you might take the pole position, and of course, who you think was going to win tonight's race. Don't forget to hit the like button, show your support for the championship, and keep the live stream going strong. Every bit of support counts. The stage is set, the tension is building. Let's get ready for some high-speed drama in qualifying. I was just seeing there, the rain is on its way. Bit of a mix there with rain. I'll see who can improve. Let me get some of these graphics up for you, ladies and gentlemen at home, because the session best route is not going to matter too much as well as the race gaps, but it is what it is at the minute. Thank you to Peter Nielsen for the 20 sec there, my friend. That was very generous and very, very kind of you. Thank you for supporting the stream, the show, the channel. Always a legend, Peter, and it's always lovely to see you in here. Thank you, brother. That's super nice of you. Thank you, man. We can take off the last pit stop. Let me just sort these out, so I'm not great at the minute, so... Come on now. Thank you, Peter. I'll sort some of these out as we get into it, but tonight let's have a quick rundown of the drivers we have on track. It was all scrambling, literally. We were meant to go live with the practice session at 7 o'clock, and just as you know it, all the servers shut down on the server side, so everything was off. And last second, the servers popped up, and we managed to get everyone back out on the track. But let's have a quick look here. Bear with me. I get to do this as fast as I humanly can. Come on, start grid. Oh my. That is not what we want there. Perfect. There we go. Sorry about that, guys. We'll still start well again. But these are the drivers we've got out on track tonight. You just saw my full list there of me talking. A full list and a full countdown there, but you're looking just through the pack here at the drivers that are on track tonight. Again, I do this as a script, put a lot of work and effort into the whole entire evening, so everything's counted out, but a lot of cars not opting to go out right now with the rain coming down. Hopefully the graphics coming off as good. How Smooth has killed me in a lot of pain. Justin for pole and Rory for the win, says Alan Bristlebrow. That's a bold, bold statement there. Obviously looking at some of these glorious liveries, now I've actually got them up and running. Be a great reminder tonight to actually save the replay, as I do have the liveries on my side of things. Welcome to the 15 people currently tuned in, appreciate you all joining. And that was a little look, and Jamie Quinton at the back there is very ill at the minute, is Jamie, so interesting to see how he gets on tonight. Of course, him and Doug coming back off some illnesses, so it's good to have him back out on track with us regardless. And a big thank you to Peter as well. Do give Peter a like and a shout for his message if you can, for supporting us here on the GT Challenge. This is round number 4, of course, and we're just in qualifying. 10 minutes of this session to go. I want to really get an on board with somebody here, and we'll see just what sort of state like the track conditions are in. So let's go on board with the 44. Are we in a good cockpit cam there? Yeah, Justin Defender Pozowski. Here we go then, on the run down into Rouge. On board with Justin. He is in the live comms with us, so he might get some feedback on how the track and the car is feeling.
Funny. I just say funny. As you would expect.
Did he keep it in the line? Oh, that was just about. I don't. Yeah, the lap is definitely invalid. However, we'll stay on board with the Minister of Defence.
It's challenging.
And this is what the drivers have to contend with. Oh, sure about the rain, in all honesty with you guys. And we've got the RSE in at the start of the season. It said 4 minutes until rain. So a lot of people just rolled out in panic, including me. Well, if anyone can bring it back, it's going to be you, buddy. I will say to the ladies and gentlemen at home, I have a beer here. I've got my Kronenberg, and I do have a Jack Daniels and Coke, so Coca-Cola Jack Daniels. And Peter, because of the contribution there, my friend, I'm going to open up the Jack Daniels and Coke and raise this one to you. So this one's for Peter. I think we've got our things doing. I'll do it for each one of them. I should have got this set up, but Justin just coming down through it now. Sector 3. It's just going to give you a great idea of how this lap is looking. But Peter Nilsson, if you're still with us, my friend, cheers. Frost. Salute. Skull. That's pretty cool actually, Justin. You've managed to get the flags almost sorted out there, my friend. Other than Chris Penrose, I've got everybody's flag there.
Yeah, because he set it to Isle of Man in SimCrit.
I know. But there you go, that is a lap, ladies and gentlemen. We're aboard with Justin Pazowski, the German Minister of Defence. And that's what it's looking like at the minute. I don't see anyone improving, so we'll have a little rundown at the minute of what the grid's looking like. But for now, I can tell you that, because it was only dry for the first couple of minutes of the race, Ivan, no surprise there, in his Ford Mustang P1. It's Darren Jones P2, Chris Penrose P3, it's Adam in P4, Dirk P5, Chris, Moses P6, it's Matthias P7, Zeman P8, Chris Fizzett P9, and Mark Jones P10. Let's have a little look on board with the GTR driver there. I do want to get him, showing that he's swapped over cars tonight as Chris Fizzett, our Polish driver. Yes, sporting the 100JC livery logos on the car. It's good to have him out. But yeah, Matt Jones P10, it's Lucas P11, Justin P12, Rory Kaiser P13, it's Salvador in P14. These are going to have big implications for the championship. Let me just go back onto autopilot here, and I will let you know and give you a little bit of a recap actually of what was going on the last race. So with us right now, welcome in Pizza. Thank you, brother. Skull to you. The last race recap. This another swig for you there, Pete. So last race recap for those ladies and gentlemen that may have missed Valencia. I wasn't streaming that day. Welcome back to the channel. It's time to recap the action from round 3 at Valencia, and what a race it was. The excitement, I can tell you, was through the roof, and they saw some standout performances from the following drivers. Let's start with Darren Jones in his Bentley GT, and what an incredible showing from him after qualifying in P6. Mark Jones had his work cut out. Darren Jones had his work cut out for him, but he made an impressive charge throughout the field, showcasing some real racecraft, and by the end of the race, I can tell you, he was on top, securing the victory and also bagging the fastest lap of the race in the process, with a stunning 1 minute 30.8. A brilliant drive from start to finish from the pseudo racing driver, showing why he's a force to be reckoned with this season's championship. And then we have Chris Penrose, the Isle of Man driver, had a mighty outing at Valencia. He managed to claim pole position during qualifying, and while he came up just short of taking the win, he fought hard throughout the race and ended up finishing P2. A strong performance from the Manc driver and a solid result for the championship. And not forgetting Chris Moses, who had a great race and finished P3 in the standing, securing a decent haul of points from Valencia, and it will certainly help his positions in the standings. Now moving on with all that in mind, here's where we stand in the championship after 3 rounds. Darren Jones leads the championship with 58 points after his victory at Valencia. Chris Penrose, however, is only just 2 points behind Darren with 56 points, making it a very tight battle at the top of the table. In P3 we have Salvador with 46 points, and that's where things are really getting interesting. We head into the mid-pack. We've got a tight battle from P4 to P7 with just 8 points separating these drivers, and it's anyone's game for these positions. In P4 we've got Piszek, who's been making his presence felt right from round 1. Right behind him, P5, is Matthias, who continues to show his strong form, the limited speed driver, with his P5 finish at Valencia. Then we have Moses in P6, who's been consistently quick in his Lamborghini Evolution 2 and always a threat when it matters. In P7 it's Lichten, who's been pushing hard in his 992 and looking to make up ground in the standing. These drivers are absolutely locked in to a fierce battle with just 8 points separating them. The one solid performance here at Spa-Francorchamps could shake up the entire championship. Every race, every position matters, and the gaps are so small that one good result could really make the difference. As we head into round 4 at Spa, expect the pressure to mount. These guys are going to be giving it their all, knowing that a strong result could completely change the game. It's all still to play for, the stakes are high, and the championship is wide and open as ever. Alright, where we are on track and what sort of time in a minute, down to the next 3 minutes, and then we'll be heading out onto our formation lap. It's still looking mighty wet out there as Mr. Seaman is in P8. Mr. Jonathan Clifford, welcome in. one of our favourite drivers from Uzbekistan, Mr. Jonathan Clifford, Pro LFM, Pro AOR driver. We look forward to seeing how he gets on this season in the AOR Championship. Good luck and have fun. Support the channel with a like and subscribe. A legend. Cannot ask any more from anybody. Cheers, John. And yeah, wishing you well, hoping you well. Wishing the back is doing you alright too. Interesting night tonight with the bop on from AOR, I believe it is.
Yes.
So we're using the Apex Online Racing bot, so let's see how this one goes. And Ivan with his beautiful livery on that Mustang. I'm glad we've got it on for Ivan. I don't know about it out on track that we can actually go see, because watching a car in the pits isn't all they're meant to be. Who's this? On board with this dirt bulky. Maybe he got caught out definitely with qualifying here. How many cars we got out on track tonight? I think we're at about 25 cars, which is good to say that the servers shut themselves down and they barely just came up in time for us to get this race going. So I'm happy that we're on board and we've got a race coming up for the next 60 minutes with a mandatory pit stop, of course, for tyres. So, for those that are joining us a little bit late or have just tuned in, welcome back to the channel here on YouTube. It's round number 4, baby, of our Racing Championship, and we've made it to one of the most iconic tracks by far on the calendar. It's Spa-Francorchamps. The racing so far has been absolutely fantastic, with door-to-door action and, may I add, actually a few mistakes from some of the drivers that we don't often see from. It's been action-packed from round 1 and now to now basically, and you at home can expect more of the same today. We've got a thrilling 1 hour race coming up your way, but first we'll kick things off with the qualifying session that is actually due to end. We've got just over a minute left on them, and this obviously session was just all about pushing the machines to the absolute limit to set the fastest laps, but yeah, not some improvements happening, especially when the rain started to come. But obviously don't miss a second of the action with joining us trackside. Matthias Belcher, the Linux Speed Driver. So grab your snacks, settle in, and get ready for some high-speed drama. Let's see who can master the legendary corners of Spa and come out on top. It's round 4, and we are all ready for it. As for the pseudo racing drivers, let's go. Well, congratulations to you. We did do a little recap there for you there, Daz. A recap of what happened last race. I'll try and blow your own horn a little bit, but Darren Jones in the chat there, in his Bentley GT, an incredible showing. He qualified P6 last time out in Valencia and won the race. Some real racecraft shown by Daz. Finishing on top, securing a massive victory and bagging the fastest lap of the race. Great drive from start to finish from the pseudo racing driver. Yeah, and that's about it. 12 seconds left of this one. It seems to like the Mustang going into the pit. So we got anybody out there at number 69. Matthias Belcher. Give him a shout, Alan. Give him a shot. Well, hopefully it all goes alright for you, Briz. I'm sure it will, dude. But we miss you while you're out anyway, dude. It was a wicked race, yeah. I'm sorry I missed it, bro. We had our holiday in Bridlington, so everything was kind of last minute trying to pack and find things. So I got the driver briefing out the way. Foremost, I'm a professional. But yeah, sorry I missed that one. But yeah, tonight, you know what's going to happen, Daz. Daz is going to get wiped out straight away. But let's go out with this with a positive mental attitude. As Matthias Belcher comes around the corner to finish his lap. It looks like it's going to start relatively wet, this race, but we'll see what the times are like. Lucas Litchen, a pleasure to have the VTuber out on track. The first one, I believe, in the series. He does stream over on YouTube. You should definitely go check him out. A fun character who's involved in a couple of other leagues as well, so it's been fun to catch up and see the all new drivers this season do their thing. Hopefully, we don't have a big crazy incident into turn 1 and up our Rouge, but it can happen. I'm sure many people at home will be willing that kind of thing on. Just get rid of this graphics a second. We're going to go trackside very, very shortly to see and do our grab up. But that's going to be it, ladies and gentlemen. Ivan's going to lead the boys away. Darren Jones, Chris Penrose and Adam on the first and second row, respectively. We'll go down trackside and do the grid walk as the game catches up with itself. But this is it. 1 hour with a mandatory pit stop. It's going to be fun. Here we go. The cars are out on track. So let's do a little grid walk and see who we've got down on the track with us. Here we go. Through the order. Ladies and gentlemen, P1 is Ivan in his Ford Mustang. Beautiful livery, this. P2, however, is going to be the Suda Racing driver. It's Darren Jones, the number 84 Bentley. It's Chris Penrose in his 720S. It is Adam in his 222 Ferrari. Good to see him out on track tonight. It's Dirt Lucan. Get your bloody livery on, the 131. It is Chris Mercer. It's a number 36. Good showing last time round. Matthias Belcher, Limit Speed driver. It is Robin Racing livery. It's Adam Seaman in the number 15. It's Chris Pisicker's one of her own. It's the 315 Cheshire Mash, my friend. It's Mark Jones, number 37 in his McLaren. We move back to Dirt Lichus in his VTuber car. Then we have Justin, the Depender of Defence. Rory Kaiser, the 211 Lamborghini Evolution driver, P13. It's Salvador, P14. He's very high in the standings, needs a much better result. It's Doug Tilley, another one of our own, the 46. It's Misha Miles, the 73. Nice livery there as well. It's Tim Hobson, the 139-720S driver. P18 is Peter, the 186. It's Raymond Cramps, the 182. Finally, we get delivery of, what was that? Blair Myler, Greg Foreman, the Aston Martin driver. I'm going to have to look at that. Brent Lammers, a 777. It's Dirt Volky, the number 70 Ferrari driver. It's Bram on, number 22, and Jamie Quinton the rounding up the rear of the grid. Thank God. Anyway, so Ivan to lead us away, and we have his what's it on there? It's good to see. Anyway, but yeah, we'll have a quick countdown here as well while I get this sorted.
10 seconds.
Ah, come on. Just seeing that, Ivan in P1, we'll get a little countdown. Yeah, that was quite the livery there. Hopefully the graphics are coming up on the stream. I have made quite the effort to get this on for everybody at home. Hopefully it's looking good anyway. We move out onto the formation lap. This is one entire lap where the guys will be just trying to get their brakes up to temperature, tyres in the window. They'll be all sporting wet tyres at this point. Well, we've got you though, Justin. What is the weather saying? Have we got any dry spots soon, or is it rain for the foreseeable next couple of cycles?
So it says for me it will be raining for the next 10 to 20 minutes,
Right.
so...
Okay, so at least rain for the foreseeable first half of the race.
Yeah, most likely.
That's the spirit, John. Can you let me know at home on the YouTube chat if the graphics are coming up with the names scrolling down the screen? Thank you.
Yeah.
Ah, perfect.
It's coming
Good.
up.
You know, we got to round 4 in season 3 and we're finally implementing it, so that's reassuring. Alright, perfect. I do want to look at that Lexus back in the grid. Okay. It's quite the livery on there for Mr. Raven Camps there, the 182. Udia says Space Galleria. Is that Amaran? Is that... Not that I would
I
know
don't know.
these things, right? Yeah, I'm sure it is. I'm pretty sure it is. Nice livery, my friend. You've outclassed yourself there, definitely. Yeah, I wouldn't know, you know. I'm just... A friend told me, you know? These sort of things. Okay. Alright. The cars are finishing up, or rather, we're just starting the formation lap, but the excitement is absolutely in the air, and I can feel it from Space Galleria, Alan Russell Brown, and Jonathan Clifford in the live chat. And also here at Spa-Francorchamps. In just a few moments, we're about to kick off a 16-minute race, an intense wheel-to-wheel action from round 4 of the GT Challenge Championship Season 3, live here on SimRacing YouTube. This is where it all comes down to strategy, skill, and sheer bloody determination. And it's not just all flat-out speed this evening. Each driver will need to make a mandatory pit stop, where they'll change all 4 tyres. The pressure will be on the team's mechanics, as they'll need to execute a fast and safe release to ensure that the drivers stay in the fight. A quick smooth stop could mean the difference between victory and losing valuable positions on track. It's a long old pit stop at Spa as well, as all our drivers on track tonight all know too well. The stage is set, the tension is high, and the drivers are ready to give it their all as we head into one of the most recognisable tracks in all of motorsport. With 60 minutes on the clock, anything can happen, and there's plenty of time for drama to unfold in front of our eyes. So don't bloody blink. Ladies and gentlemen, from around the world, let's go racing. If you haven't already, do consider hitting the like button. That certainly help us out. Every like helps. Every subscribe helps. The more eyes and ears, more people that are watching these guys out on track, the better. They're very talented. They're the best at what they do on ACC, and they deserve a lot of support and a lot of credit. Alright, just coming around the final few corners here. This is through Blanchimont, usually a pretty flat out bit of corner, but I mean tonight with the rain, I'm expecting probably a lift or two. So the drivers very shortly will be all getting the hurry up to go side by side, and I think there they had just had it. So they'll be getting the hurry on to go side by side right now and line up. We're about ready for this one, and internet has just disconnected. That's fun. Says Jamie. Jamie wasn't ready for a wet race. He unplugged that Ethernet cable, and God, we don't blame you. Jamie, that sucks, my dude. Here we go. Just a couple more corners now. They come up what would have been the start-finish normally, but we're going to go just a bit further up here, past the bus stop. We're going to do a right-hander, and we're going to line up down the hill. Let's have the helicam. Let's have a good shot of what's actually going to go on here. 1 hour, ladies and gentlemen. 1 mandatory pit stop thrown in. We've got Justin in the live comms with us, so he's going to let us know what the actual weather's doing as and when, and give us a shout if anything unfolds in front of us. Appreciate you all jumping in, all joining us. Hey, lean back, good luck. Cheers, my friend. It's good to see you in. Hope you're doing alright, dude. Oh, that's a point. I need to do the pit stop. Thank you very much. Here we go, we're green, baby. Please, let's everybody get away with this. It looks like we're clean throughout the pack here, at least towards the front. Look at that, everyone. There's a bit of a touch there. Lichensy's round in the background, but he looks like he managed to save it. Oh, there's a big, big puddle further back. Big, big puddle. Has everyone managed to navigate that? We're looking all right at the minute. Just need to go a bit further forward, however. Oh, that's a send. Does he get that stopped? We do. Looking good, at least, for this pack. There are packs developing, however. Okay, so far, not too bad. We'll move back to Blair Violet. Is everyone getting round? They are. So we'll move further forward. Ivan 4 still holding off from Adam in front. Alright, Ivan definitely pulling out a little bit of a gap. Let's get a bit of a better TV angle on here. Get some more action. There we go. Right. As I was saying, the Spaniard doing a fantastic job, and Adam getting wet and wild and sideways through the speaker's corner. Here we go. It's good to see you there, Liam, my dude. Cheers, my friend, and good luck to obviously all the drivers. This is lap number 1. Everyone's sort of tiptoeing around at the minute. It is raining for the eagle eye viewer. Oh, there's some action going on back there. Some puddles, you can hear it splashing up there. Okay, here we go. Big thank you to everyone jumping in. 60-minute race. This is the first lap. We have got some I would say we've got some packs happening. 2 distinct packs here. I'm just going to get you to the front of the pack number 2. We'll call it 2 packs. So Lammers is leading pack number 2. A bit further forward, but let's go and have a look. Sorry guys, I'm a little out of practice with this, so I'll get there eventually. Just in the background, that looks like Penrose is having a fight too. side by side with Matej Belchuk, the limited speed driver, doing a fantastic job. I got to praise to all the boys for giving each other a lot of room actually at the start of being a bit further on in the pack. It looks like Chris Pizik is going side by side. We will look at some of the incidents as of when, but big praise to all the drivers for at least, you know, there are a few yellow flags. I can physically see them. Looks like Siemens having a go there. The GTR, Chris Pizik up the inside there and just about collecting the paint of the Ferrari in front. Here we go. A little drag fight happening there. That's Daz off to a side there in the background. Happened to Daz back there because he definitely went down a few spots, did Darren, the number 84. I have got him as a yellow flag, so we will check it out. We've got a little break in the action. So one mandatory pit stop. You're looking on the left-hand side, you'll see a number 1 in the orange sort of writing. Once that goes green, that'll indicate that the drivers have taken their one mandatory pit stop. Lap 1 is done and dusted. I've got yellow flags. I think Darren's had a massive accident somewhere because I have yellow flags on, so that is something that's happened at the top of Rouge. Let's go trackside and have a look what happened to Daz. This is afterwards, right? That's huge. That's huge, and that might be a retiree from Darren, I think. That looks like an equipment failure. It's a little weird. No, he's going again. Okay, so that was after the fact. So let's look at the first one and see exactly what happened there. Oh no, this isn't a good place to be going slow in the pack. Is he round there? Yeah, so he's going again, but he was parked up. Right, so originally, very quickly, let's have a look what the original incident was. Replay system here. So he's fine. He's going into essentially what is turn 1. Oh, is he caught behind? Right, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. He's still fine. Mateus is on him. What happened? That is... What is that? A distraction? Is the equipment failure? What is that from the pseudo racing driver?
He just said that his PC is keeping crashing.
Well, I don't see it in the live chat, obviously. I can only see... Right, you see that in game chat, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
No, not a good thing to have in the game chat. Mr. Seaman all over. Penrose in front. It's gone board.
Just let me pass.
Right, I'm happy with that. Physically seeing the weather coming right down. It's been a good start so far by everybody, and I can't thank everybody enough. Big winners at the minute. Matej Belchuk up 4 spots, so is Justin Brzozowski 4-2. I tell you what, Crown up 7 places. It looks like Brad's up a couple there too. It's good to have them all out on track. I'm very thankful for all the drivers that have shown up tonight to Spa-Francorchamps. This is round 4. Of course, look at this. Look at the drive that Seaman gets out of there. The 720S versus 720S. There is a huge puddle on the inside of here. Sometimes requiring a lift, but Seaman goes around the outside, closely followed by Moses behind in the Lamborghini. Lamborghinis must have a perfect view of this as well. Let's go on board with him. Is he through as well? So I think, yeah, Penrose just going back 2 positions there. It's even through on that one. Good move by Chris Moses up to P5. Welcoming everybody on the YouTube channel again. If you're joining us a little bit late to the live stream, welcome to everybody. This is round number 4 of the GT Challenge Series Championship. This is obviously season number 3, and it's a pleasure to have you all out on track and joining us in the live stream. Obviously, what we've got laid before your eyes right now is a fully 1-hour race with a mandatory pit stop, and yeah, these conditions super bloody tricky. We've already lost a driver tonight. Jamie, wheel disconnection there. We know that he does have the odd issue with the wheel as well, but he did turn up tonight feeling crap and ill, so big respect to you there, Jamie, too. And obviously Doug feeling under the weather, turning up himself. So yeah, it's Bram's up a few positions there, Raymond's up a few positions. It's all to play for right now. Big battle going on with Dirk Volke and Raymond Krantz. I do want to take our attention away from this one. You're seeing the Lexus under fire here. Dirk Volke behind, and Dirk very quick at a lot of the tracks we go to. Another racer that has come from the Monza lobbies, and Dirk's always a fantastic addition to have. I've got to say that is a liver and a half on Mr. Raymond Krantz there. Dirk's going up the inside. Nice move for Ferrer now, going up to the back straight. Has the Lexus got anything for it? I just want to give you a listen to what this thing sounds like. Look at this. Listen to this thing. As Ivan sets the fastest lap of the race, it's a 2:29. In these conditions, the Mustang is flying. What a lap. I'll just petering out just a little bit, rimming on the brakes. He got that stop. Nice work. Salvador now and Luca very close to one another. So just a bit further on than these boys. Dirt down 4 spots at the minute. He looks to the inside there, but nothing doing. Nobody opting to go into the pit lane quite yet. We're looking on the back of Dirt. He has Salvador behind. Now, I tell you what, when we were on about the standings a little earlier on, I'm almost sure Salvador was up there somewhere, wasn't he? Yeah, Salvador was P3 in the standings with 46 points. And where Mr. Salvador is a minute barely inside. Ooh, Dirk hits the puddle, gets wet and wild. So yeah, Salvador P10, real in P3 in our championship in the standings, but P10 at the minute with a lot of the rivals that have outbraked himself as he managed to keep that on track. Feels that's going to be an off track, but yeah, people like Chris Pizik in P4, you've got Mateus in P5, these are championship standings, and Moses P6 and Lichten P7. Those kind of guys are all ahead at this point. I think, other than Lichten, who we did see have an interesting off, and I do want to see what happened to the Porsche driver. That'd be the 911. It was an accident, 12 seconds in, so let's have a little look, see what happened. I don't see anything else on him, so while we've got a little... this is the 911, I apologise, I pressed the wrong one, I think. No, I have got the right one. So this is off the start finish. We did have an incident here. This is Luke Solution, the VTuber. What does happen here? So yeah, gets knocked out. There was definitely a bit of elbows out there. That's Rory in the background as well. He, I didn't see that from the 211, but he went round as well. Holy crap. Alright, Peter Cray is on the back of Salvador as well. It's going to be one of the closest battles out on track, so let's move a little further back. Up 4 spots is the 103 with the Lexus. Grell, he's hunting him down. It keeps cutting out. I'll quit to pit. Yeah, if you could just come to the pit lane, Daz, if that's what you have to do, my friend. And just obviously stay there until the race finishes. It just saves a warning, bro. I know it's the last thing you want. But I would appreciate it. I really would. Alright, 10 minutes of this session gone, and we're going to get a word pit side with Justin Vazowski, who is on track at the minute, P8. How's your race going, Justin?
Good so far. Chris is spinning.
Chris is spinning. Chris has obviously changed round into the GTR tonight.
It's currently trying up, but there will be more rain incoming.
Aha. So yeah, you can just about see a dry line forming on the racing line, but we have it on good authority that there is more rain en route. They're using a fantastic view of this. It's going to be the Alexa, Peter Crow in front. Yeah, sorry Daz, it's gone that way for you, dude. Like I say, last moments here at the GT Challenge Championship. All the servers for ACC went down as we're all about to start up the practice server and get into it. They're completely down. Everyone's ordering pizza. Everyone's doing their own thing, essentially, and not expecting a race to happen. Oh, and in the background there was a Ferrari just out of position. That's Dirk going sideways, and we have an incident between the 4 and 5 there too, so we'll have to get a little loosey on that. That's number 36. An incident happened further forward. Let's have a look at the replay. There's nowhere to hide here. Just a really good run by the Lamborghini of Chris Moses, number 36, Evolution 2 driver. Up the inside, this looks like it's done and dusted right now, but the Ferrari pretty quick. Okay, onto the brakes. This is a blue flag, right? I'm seeing a blue flag. A little hit there, so that's what came up, and Rory comes up on him next, so I'm thinking that was probably a blue flagged car. And Salvador, the number 10, there's something happened with the 103. There's something majorly happened. What has gone on there? Completely off. Let's look at the replay. So Salvador again is P3 in our championship. This is the 4th round. He really doesn't need anything bad. Is it a bit of a snap here? Onto the curb, snaps round. Look at that as he managed to not collect. Fantastic job of not in anybody else. And I must say, keeping it out of the barrier at the end as well. Great job.
It's
Bye.
getting dark.
Certainly looks that way, my friend. Let's go on board with... Let's just... This is what they're looking at right now. It's definitely getting dark. The lights are on. This is 47 minutes. Whoever came up with this server setting is a cruel and vindictive person. And it wasn't me, by the way, as we head through Blancheman.
Yeah, no thanks.
Yeah, the 911 doing a fantastic job. It was Justin who set this up. This is fantastic though, because what we effectively got here is Mark Jones, Lucas Litchett. You can see the Lexus in front there as well. And just as we're talking about Lexus, meanwhile back on the right, it's Raymond Camps, aka Cramps, with Mills and Brand behind, but moving forward to that battle, we're just looking at Litchett and Mark Jones now. I'm pretty sure Mark Jones is the Welsh driver. Lucas looking every which way. Litchett looking very good here at the minute, I must say, for Spa in his 992. As much as I'm not a big Porsche fan, it's good to see him out there representing. He's side by side, just not the legs at the minute to put it on the McLaren in front, but a bit of experience driving there, backs off, lives to fight another day, and I love to see that. It's actually some brain cells being used there, you know. So I will put the last pit stop length on it, but it's not going to come in for a little bit. We'll get to see how long people have actually taken within their pit stop designated time. Down 7 spots. There's Lupkin at the minute. Not having a good one. Up 10 though, bulky. But yeah, we can definitely see it drying out, but we've been on good authority that it is going to start to get wet again as Volky's coming up to play on the back of these boys now.
It's raining again.
It's starting to rain again, yeah, just as I said. And you can physically see the water coming down at the front of the front windscreen there. Just entering the 45-minute mark, 15 minutes down of this race. Oh, and just in front, it's Dirt taking an extravagant route through the Blancheman there. Definitely lap time. We're getting quicker there a little bit. Obviously, Spa-Francorchamps was originally opened back in 1921. The iconic track has been a favourite amongst drivers and fans for well over a century now. Originally a public road circuit, has evolved into a world-class racing venue. Length of just over 7 kilometres or 4.3 miles. Spa-Francorchamps features a total of 19 corners and ranging from tight hairpins to high-speed sweeping turns. And I can tell you, it's a compromise kind of with the setup. It is all round a high-end speed track, but you do need the downforces in certain sections, so you find that you need to compromise with the setup, much like Paul Ricard. You'll find 99.9% of drivers just set up for a long straight and try and push as much speed out of it as, you know, up that straight. And
Penrods is spun.
oh no! The Isle of Man driver is around. We're being told the number 86. Is he back up? Is there any damage on the 86? He is round and he's having to wait here. So while we've got that going, let's have a look at how the Isle of Man driver found his way there. So, Rouge through Radion, and the Kettle Straight. To the right-hander now. Okay, is it kick up oversteer? So I think that's done on the brakes. It's not a case of he's forgotten about the traction control at that point and still had it in 0 TC. So Chris Penrose finds himself all the way down in P17. There's massive championship implications tonight. Just as we were talking about Salvador being in P3 in the championship. Chris Penrose is in P2 and he was only trailing Daz and the Pseudo Racing drivers, who's leading the championship by 2 points. So P2 in the championship finds himself down in P17, and Salvador, who's P3 in the championship, where is he at the minute? Let's have a look through the... Just So I'm actually missing it. Yeah, P13 for Salvador and P17 for Chris Penrose, and they were P3 and 2 respectively. Salvador is on the back of dirt now, trying to make his way forward. Chris Moses and Mateus are having a fight towards the front, so if we don't see anything going on here, which we don't, we'll move a little further forward to Mercedes Belisha, the limited speed driver. We have the number 777 involved in something, and that was Brent Lemars as well. We'll have a look at what that yellow flag was. But hopefully nothing too untoward. 1-1 from DJ Entertainment, and I do have the Jack Daniels and Coke ready for you. In fact, this one's nearly finished. I appreciate the interaction. How's TJ? How did the championship racing go on tonight for you over on the channel? This one's for you. Should have heard the Cronenberg opening up there. Mateus, Zeman, and Moses very, very close to each other. And Alan's not too far off it either, so we could see some interesting stuff. If there's nothing doing up the end of the Radion straight here, then I'm going to have a look what actually happened to Lammers that lap. Oh, as we say that, Salvador is giving up another position there. That's Bram through. Bram, of course, we were in the driver briefing earlier on. Bram received a warning for causing contact in Valencia. He's on his first warning. 2 warnings in our championship does result in a qualifying ban. So Bram on his first warning. If Bram was to get another warning, he'd be on a qualifying ban for the next round. But yeah, TJ says, Need Smoke dropped a tin of Monster all over the PC, but luckily it did not explode. Yes, very luckily. I don't think they go hand in hand together, but yeah, well avoided, my dude. Go get your smoke, my friend. Thank you for popping in. Thank you for the support. Oh, it's getting spicy. It is getting super spicy here. Cramp's gonna have a good view of this. And nobody opted to, I tell you what they do. Actually, it's Rory, Richard Horse and Matt Jones taking their pit stop. You see in the green bit of the graphic there, that is telling us that they have actually taken their pit stop. Never got the pit stop length though, which was unusual. And that's a more unusual thing from Kurt Lichkin, because he's nowhere near anything, so... Ripper goes now, and we're going into what will be sector 3.
Anything.
Just in the German Minister of Defence reporting out on track that he can't see an absolute thing. Look at that, Chris Penrose will be kicking himself. The Mac driver down into P16. Into the pit comes Craig Foreman too, so he's ready to take his Rogers pit stop. Everyone needs to take one tonight. We're at 39 minutes, so an early one, so all the boys are banking on it just staying wet throughout this race. If it dries up, stops raining right now, dries up completely, people's wets at this point are going to be completely knackered, but it's true. Oh no! Oh my god, that was so close. Raven Cramps needs a new pair of leggings. Oh my god. And in the background, more happening. Salvador off the 103. You just want to see how close that was to collecting Raymond then. So there we are. Ones from TJ. So Salvador goes around here. This is P3 in our championship, by the way. So yeah, hits the side of the curb, pulls in, turns around.
Wow.
Oh, it was so close. It was so close to the Lexus hitting him, and Salvador again avoids the damage, however. Ram up into P13 is on the back end of Dirt Lucan now. Oh, Bram sideways. Jesus. It's where the noteless pocket, says TJC Gaming. I would tend to agree. 136 in the pit lane, it was for Rory, so slightly longer stop. Jamie Quinton's still out on track, there's no way, right? He's not still out on track. Yes, he is still out on track. What was that about? I thought his wheel completely disconnected, but he's doing his thing. What? How? I don't understand what I'm looking at with Blair. I have no idea what I was looking at with Blair Violet there. I went on board with her. I don't understand how she could have gone around. It doesn't make any sense. how I was watching Blair then, but something definitely happened. Let's have a look what happened to Blair Violet. Sorry, I'm all over the graphics here. The number 7, so I didn't think she was collected here. This is the replay system. We're on board with the number 7. She's currently P20 at this point, is Blair Violet, so fair enough, she's gone around. But from our angle, it was pretty bad, so this is what happened. Right, yeah. So it just looked like they turned completely in on the Ferrari. That made no sense, right, to me? It made no sense to me. TJC Gaming, ding dong, my dong is long, says TJ with a £2 super chat. Thank you, Jamie. Yeah, Jamie, TJ, appreciate the support, man, dude. It's very, very kind of you. Yeah, it's a weird one. I don't understand the logic behind it. Obviously, you can turn back in there and try to turn the optimal line, but clearly there's a car on the left-hand side, so maybe there's something we're not seeing. But I tend to believe that Blair's a clean driver. You know, we've seen nothing but good. Oh, it's Chris. Misses his braking zone, managed to get it stopped though, and lives to fight another day. Zeman gets a great shot of the action, but yeah, it was just a weird one with Blair right there. You can call me Jamie if you buy me a dress, a big boy. We're not that close into a relationship quite yet. Plus, I don't think I've got a dress that fits you. Yeah, it's an odd one for the number 7 720S, but we'll take number 46 is around and it's Doug Tilley. But I am one in it. I am one in it. This is the same place where we saw Salvador go around here. Is this the same thing that Doug's kind of turned in and it's gone around? Yes, exactly the same. He kept it out the wall, he has, and he's kept it out the wall. No damage though from Doug, so that was fantastic to see. Yeah, no damage from Doug. He managed to keep it out the wall, so that's a relief. People that have taken the pit stops, we're going to see how long it takes. And Gary, welcome in, my dude. And we're looking at some lekker laps here, my South African friend. Bloody lovely to see you. I know you're a family man, a busy man at that. I hope you're well, my dude. It's fantastic and a pleasure to have you on. And see you in the live chat. Joining us for a race as we have 35 minutes left of this session to go. Gary, how are you, dude? Let us know. OnlyFans car. Oof, yes. Mr. Zeman. Spotting the OnlyFans car. Blair Violet very close now to Nisha Mel as well. We'll go and have a look. A weird one from the number 7, but hopefully Blair's got things working and we're going in the right direction. Top 20 though for Blair, so doing a good job. But one spot at the minute is the 720S driver. Opera Smoke, my sister, I'll be back. Be a pleasure to have you back, my friend. Enjoy your cigarette, and big thank you for the super chat and joining us as well. TJ, see you again. Blair Violet, the USA driver. She's been fantastic driving with us, but we had some battling happen. Peter Cry and Matt Jones very close to one another. That's the gap at the minute as I try to put the power down with the weather. Not petering out, but there is Kiss Penrose and Dirt Luke, and now Chris, of course, we saw him make a mistake at the end of Sector 1. This is Chris Penrose, currently P2 in the championship, sat in P14 right now. Chris will really want to get the hurry on. Down 11 spots, so that was a big mistake, but professionally was, he sat there, he waited till it was safe for him to reverse back and come on track, so big respect to the Isle of Man driver. Garrett says, awesome man, I am well, got me a setup again and waiting for a Moser R5 bundle, so soon I will pop up somewhere. Well, as soon as you're live, my dude, I will be on and watching, and it'd be good to see you do your thing, finally get back out on track. I was a top guy with your race, and it's always interesting watching. If you haven't, ladies and gentlemen, do go over and visit Jaron J. Vanudin's channel on YouTube. Well worth a watch, as the helicopter man apparently has been drinking. For a split second there, he did catch up with the action. We're looking on the back of Mark Jones now, the number 37 20S driver, as he has Carl all over him. The legs are spreading its legs now. It's going to be difficult to try and keep on top of it. It's gone again, says Jamie Quinton. Equipment issues tonight all around. I don't think Mark Jones can do too much. He's late on the brakes. He is. Good driving from Corral there. That's a shame, Jamie. I did see you out on track, bro. You were doing your thing there. It was good to see you back out. Inside of a top 20 as well. A little bit of lag I see from Mark's connection. It may be mine. Thanks, bro. Same here. We'll get in the swing of things once the setup is in a good place again. If anyone can, it's you. You'll be back on pace. But it'd be good to see you out there. I know how hard you work, and I know you're a family man too. Everybody needs that outlet, my dude. Alright, this battle's still heavily involved, and we're looking at P9 and 10 respectively. However, we're going to have to look at just in the Ministry of Defence. P7 and 6 respectively. Justin up 7 spots at the minute. As Lichten finds his way outside the pit lane, Blair has decided now's the time to pit. Look at this, it's close. GTR versus 911. Ah, so apart, yeah, guys, this man's a legend. I will take it. And he wasn't even paid to say that. Danke schön, brother, my dude. Yo, Junior, I have to push the button, push the like, push all of them. See what happens. Danke, brother. Whoever decided to put this in the rain needs locking in a padded room. It wasn't me. As we just saw Moses come into the pit lane. Blair Violet's been in a little while. I wonder if Blair's fixing the damage on the car. Moses is in the pit. Volky's now decided to opt into the pit lane. Justin Vazowski's still on the arse end of Chris Pissick now. Let's go on board. Yeah, it wasn't me, Jamie, by the way, just so you know. Horse, go, go, go. Big shout out coming to Horse. He has taken his pit stop, so he's kind of out position at the minute. Drop down in gear there for Justin. A weird note, but just a bit further forward, it looks like Chris is trying it on Adam. Chris is in the GTR tonight. A car change for the Polish driver, Cheshire Mash, and hello to Leon as well if you're watching. Big love to all of the Pissick family from the JR household. Let's go on board with the GTR driver. I don't like that angle. Let's go on board. There we go. Was that a position I just saw? I just missed. I think I just missed it. Was he in front? Justin giving us some sound effects there. Is Darren Washable. Cheers from Canada. Blame Canada, my friend. Cheers, my bro. I'm going to give you a salute and a prost and a skull. Cheers to you. Cheers, Darren. Cheers, Canada. Chris Mersey, Dirk Volky, Cramps, and Misha Mills all inside of the pit lane. Shame we haven't got a Canadian driver out there tonight. 2 DNFs in a row, still waiting for my top 10. Jamie, you'll get it. You've improved hand over fist. I keep saying this. I said it at Barcelona and you instantly messed up, but you have improved massively. I knew that just from the Nordschleife race that we had. And that's not putting any disrespect on your driving. It's just I knew how much you'd improved there. Chris Mercer, the 36th round. What's happening here? I'm sure I'm probably just about to witness a pit exit here from Chris. I'm sure it is. Yes, again. My replay system is that correct. I am witnessing a pit exit here where there's just been a slight over the bit of the line and it's picked it up as an incident from Chris Moses. But Chris very high up in the table. There we go. Yeah. Sparrow in the right of the rain. Somebody is evil. It's Justin. It's Justin Brzozowski. He is evil.
Yeah, true.
I didn't set this one up. I am in charge, but I did not set... Oh! I did not set this server up.
I was it.
That was German for it was me. I was it. Right, I'll keep everyone informed. We've been watching Mr. Zeman, the Dutch driver himself, come into the pit lane. He's going to Godferdona it all throughout the pit lane here. Half race distance, ladies and gentlemen. Round 4 is halfway through. I can tell you now, just from who's leading this, it's Darren Jones. He had a big DNF in this one. He's parked up in the pit lane. He's not going to collect any points, which is probably music to Chris Penrose's ears because he had a big spin at the end of the Blanchard straight. In fact, Blanchard? No, Radion. A big accident all the way down to P17. Has fought his way up, however, into the pit lane to around P12, P13, around that area. So he came back. Chris was in P2 in the championship. Salvador, P3 in the championship. Also finds his way, is very far down the order. So P1, 2 and 3 in our championship. Having a mare in round number 4. And I could have told you, let's just have a recap of what we actually know from the standings. So, Darren Jones leads the standings. We just heard from him, Daz, the pseudo-raging driver, with 58 points. However, we know he's in the pit lane. Massive accident, something's happened, he's parked up in the pit lane, it will be a DNF, and no points for Darren Jones. Chris Penrose, who's P2 in the championship, currently 2 points as it stands, behind Daz, had a massive accident. He was way outside the top 10 when we last jumped on board with the Isle of Man driver. In P3 was Salvador, he was on 46 points, and also he was way outside the top 10 spot. So, we've got a tight battle from P4 to P7 with just 8 points separating these drivers. P4 is Chris Pizik, who's been making his presence felt. Right behind him, P5 is Matej Belichet, who continues to show strong form. Then we have Moses in P6, who's been consistently quick, and P7 Lichten, who's been pushing hard in the Porsche 992. It's going to be an interesting championship standings after this round, let me tell you. Pending any steward investigations, and anything with fastest laps, it's going to be so tight heading into round 5, as that was an awful camera over there. That Chris Pizik into the pit, he decides now is the time, which is typical as I just came over there. So fastest or closest battle out track right now is Chris Penrose and Bram VDL. Is that just into the pit? Right, both of those guys came into the pit, I think.
No.
No, just into
It's not racing.
Right, careful.
Onto Rouge.
Hey, David Wiseman, Penrose, no! Well, Penrose, once these pit stops all get sorted out, hopefully he can drag his claw his way back up, but the Isle of Man driver, after his mistake, P1 in the championship is obviously Daz, and Daz has had a nightmare. He's currently parked up in the pit, so Chris isn't going to lose out too much to P1. In fact, he may make up a few points, but the battle behind him is certainly going to catch up with more fights happening. But yeah, obviously we're missing a few people tonight. Can we give a shout out to Mr. David Starr from Sunny Scunny. He found out it was Spa in the dark and raining, and then decided to book a holiday to Mexico of all places. This wasn't planned, he just decided that he didn't want to do this round, so he just booked his holiday then and there. But if you're watching at home, Mr. Starr, I hope you have a lovely holiday, you and your wife. She is the national
I'm a race
treasure.
leader!
But now, for putting up with you. That's what I've got to put up with, is Justin shouting in my ear as I try to say hello to David Starr from Sunny Scunny.
He doesn't...
He doesn't what?
He doesn't earn it. He doesn't earn it.
You don't earn it, right? I take it all back, Mr. Starr. Just having a quick look at Justin Brzozowski. He's currently winning the race. Not on paper, however. He does need to take a pit stop, but if he does a lap, he will have led the race, at least. Look to lead. Up 7 spots. Has yet to take a pit stop? No, yeah, he's got to take it in a minute. That's Seaman behind who has taken his pit stop, but yes. Technically, Justin is leading this race. Let's get up into P10. Adams around the 222. What happened there? Here we go. I think that's going to be done and dusted. It is, and it's through. Is Mr. Lichten into P9 is the VTuber. Quick look at what happened with the 222. Oh, that's close. Barry really going for it. Nice job driving. Saw him down to P17. Yeah, that's initially where he managed to reverse out turn. Hopefully he can claw his way back. David Westman, if anybody can, it's Chris Penrose. It would be an adventure for sure. I'm sure he was on about the Mexico thing, right? Yeah, it's anything to drink tequila, is David. He's low-key an alcoholic. Bless him. Coming for podiums on Lords, I don't blame you. You've got the actual talent to do it, Jeremy, as well. It's just obviously a shame with Liam out of the season, but I understand. Obviously, the look of the Irish has not gone Liam's way at all. The number 44. Would you care to explain to us what you've just cleared, Justin?
What did I clear?
A drive-through, apparently.
I had a drive-through?
Yeah, the number 44. Drive-through.
I can't remember.
Lap 15.
I do have 3 track points, but no drive-through.
Stop and go cleared for the number 73. What am I hearing here? Lichten around and out. What is going on? Just as I said that, what is going on with Lucas Lichten, number 911? We go on board. So he was seeing this, and he was running pretty well at this point. Hopefully this is not a hit. The Ferrari was all over the ass end of him, so something that's happened himself. What was that? What was that? It sounds like this sounds no. That sounded like a, what is it, a mechanical issue, something wrong with the pedal set there, because that was a huge...
Oh no, Chris Pissack is out of fuel!
Really? What is happening? How? How are you out of fuel, Chris? How? Oh my god. Chris Penrose, however, finds himself at P13 and coming down. Can someone push me into the pit box? I'm out of fuel. How have you managed that? One of the most experienced racers. Bit out of practice with ACC. He is a full-time iRacer, but we won't hold that against him as Chris Penrose, number 86, looking into the bus stop. I'm wondering what happened with Lichten there, man. I know, right? Broder sympathising with Chris Bissett there. Chris is in the pits, but literally cannot get into his pit entry box. And I'm pretty sure in the pits, it may possibly phase ghost you anyway, Chris, so... There's no chance of anybody pushing you, because you can't make contacts in the pit lane, right? So I'm pretty sure, yeah, I'm pretty sure nobody can push you, Chris, because it's like a ghost in effect. Chris Penrose, with a lot of support in the chat tonight from David Wiseman. 21 minutes left of this, and it has been action-packed. Some serious implications when it comes to the championship with these final results. I'm looking forward to next week when I can get on the blower with you all with a live stream and let you know exactly what's happening with the championship standings, because it's going to be all to play for. Like it was anyway, but everyone's going to be so close together heading into the final 2 or 3 rounds that anybody could win it from like P1 to P10. It's going to be that close, which makes it exciting to watch and exciting to broadcast. Don't get me wrong, I love what I do, but I would much prefer to have my Fanatic wheel plugged in and driving. It's looking like Doug Tilley and obviously Jeremy is not going to be able to take his pit stop. I appreciate him sat there waiting there. It's looking like Doug is the last person really out on track that can take his stop. It is saying that Daz is still going, right? So he is still trying to get some points, the Bentley driver. Okay, good to see him out. We have missed one car, however, so one car out there that has come out late. But Justin Bozowski and Doug Tilley, super close. Doug yet to take his pit stop, so I'm not sure he's going to put too much of a fight with Justin as he lets him straight through. Legend as always is our Doug. Great racer. It's Craig Foreman. What a time to come on board with the Aston Martin driver, the pseudo racing driver, into Speaker's Corner. Absolutely. I'm sure that's no name, right? But whatever it is, it was an interesting line there for the Aston Martin driver.
Yes, more rain incoming in 7 minutes.
More rain en route in 7 minutes time. 19 people currently watching the stream. If you haven't already, do consider hitting the like button. Nobody has to, you know, I'm not going to hold it against you. But when David comes off holiday, he will club a baby seal, so I tell you to do it. Just to save a few predicaments. But so far, just Doug Tilley to take his pit stop. Battles are petering out. Salvador, Chris Penrose and Daz Jones, all P1, 2, 3 in the championship, and we're watching the screen. Where's Penrose? P12. Okay, so that's P2 in our championship. Daz is still going actually out on track, isn't he? We saw him out on track. Where is he? Aaron Jones is P18. That's who's leading the championship. He's actually catching
That's
whatever.
2 points.
Yeah, every point counts, especially towards the front. I'm just saying, like, this is P1, P18. P2 is P12, you know? These boys are so far out of position when it comes to outright pace, you know? Salvador, where is it? I cannot see Salvador, so I'm guessing, no, it's P1. Is he taking his pit stop? There's no way, right? And that's P3 in the championship, so yeah, Salvador is currently P1 at the minute, but has yet to take his pit stop. That is P3 in the championship, so P1, 2 and 3 are all outside of the top 10 positions at the minute.
Where's Faunus in the championship standings? Should be up there.
He's P5 or 6 at the minute. I think he's just outside of P6 or something like that, so yeah. But yes, he's only raced in, what, 2 rounds? So everyone's kind of got a round, yeah, everyone's got a round or 2 on him. That would make sense. Chris Penrose is trying to hunt down Dirk in front. Is there a top 10 on for Penrose? He's got about... That's 3.9 to Dirk Lucan in front, then a further 6.4 to Mark in P10. It can be done for the Isle of Man driver, but he needs some good clean laps. And some willing traffic in the process. Big thank you to everyone that's joined us tonight for round 4 of the GT Challenge Championship. We are live with season number 3, and you are welcome, providing you're a clean racer and you have a SimGrid account, which is easy as having a Discord account. You just link the two. You can go on SimGrid, search up the GT Challenge Championship and join the fun. Get yourself on track with us on a Sunday night as we head for the 1 hour races. We currently have, I think, 3 rounds left. It could be 4, I could be wrong, but I think it's 3 rounds left after tonight's races. We've got a great community. We do online nights as well, where we host our own server, where absolutely everybody is welcome. We do live admin it as well, so we can kick out the people that are obviously, you know, ramming people, just kind of keep it as clean as possible and as fun as possible for everybody out on track. Most of our community are people we have met doing online lobbies. We all know if you've raced in a game like this, they're not always the cleanest of lobbies, and it's really difficult to find one where there's good, clean and competitive racing. Now, I'm not going to say that ours is the only one out there that offers this, because it isn't. There are a couple, but they're few and far between, as you will know. And we offer some great racing, great broadcast and a very good community. We've all met through essentially online servers and formed a great community and friendships with one another. Apart from that Dave Starr character, but we won't get into that.
Yeah, that's just a side fact.
So we're going down the order. We will need to take its pit stop, I think, at some point. That just through. I think that's Adam, just in front in his Ferrari, just gone through there. And there we go. I think Salvador is taking his pit stop in the process, because Ivan will have a look, because he's not got too much of the action tonight. So this is Ivan Cruz, the Spanish driver. Fastest stop in the race of a 2 minute 30 flat at the minute for the Mustang driver, number 56. Good to have his livery on there. Flames coming up on the side of the number 56. But yeah, currently in P number 2. We move back, it's Matej Belisha, another good bunch of points this will be, and he was one of the contenders from P4 to P7, was Mateus, the limited speed driver. Chris Moses, I have number 36, what is happening there with a white flag? Not sure there, maybe making an overtake I think. Mr. Seaman there is catching up with Chris. We could have a fight on our hand for the final podium spot. I can tell you now that that gap's only 1.5 of a second, so with the last, what are we on? The last 15 minutes of this race, this podium's not a foregone conclusion. You can physically see the actual gap. We'll go on board with the 720S driver. That is a podium in front of Zeeman, the Dutch, Flying Dutchman. Number 15 has his target absolutely set in front. Looking on the back end of the rear end of Chris Moses now, the American driver with a fantastic outing in Valencia. Well done to you. It looks like our American friend is going to have it all to do. With 14 minutes left of this race to go, there's a fight on for the final podium spot. Don't forget, some of us are lovers, not fighters, says Jamie Quinton, Mr. TikTok himself. Well, I'm hoping to see a much better outing from yourself at Nords. I know you've got it in you. If you can get away with that first lap and get on top of a setup where it's safe, a stable setup, I've got you down for top 5, maybe a podium.
Junior, we are 15 minutes into the race left. Who do you think will be driver of the day?
Oh, I don't know, but we can set up a poll inside of the YouTube channel and start a vote. Let's do that. Now, ladies and gentlemen at home, you get to decide. We're going to throw out a few names for you guys, and we're going to set a poll inside of the live chat, and you guys at home get to pick the driver of the day. Driver of the day will actually receive 1 championship bonus point. So actually, it's a worthwhile cause. So let's start a poll off in chat. Yeah, Drew, let's start a poll. All right, driver of the day. Driver of the day. Okay. First up, obviously, we've seen some impressive performance here, but I think driver of the day, Ivan, who's P1 at the minute in his Mustang, because he's absolutely just smashed it from start to finish. Alright, who else have we got up there? Obviously, Chris Murphy from Mateus and Zeman, all very, very good shouts, and that's starting to go down, so...
How was the spun?
Moses has spun out. He has.
That's my 8th gain position.
Yeah, Zeman's now in the, what is it, spot? The number 36 is around. We'll have a look what happened while we got a second in the action, but I think Zeman should be in with a shout with driver of the day as well. Zeman, add an option, add an option. Right, we've got 2 more names that we can actually add on there, so that's what happened to actual Chris Moses there. Dirk.
Who gains 8 positions?
Dirk's had a yellow flag too, the 1-3-1. What, have you gained 8 positions? You theoretically in P4 as well, Justin?
Yes.
Okay, so we'll put Justin in there too. Okay, we've got 1 more option to add. But bear with me, let me pick and not be forced into this. Chris all the way down with the fuel, man. This Lichkin is out there, the 911 as well. Bert Volke with an unbelievably hard race. I think in with a good shout, obviously. I tell you what, Chris Penrose and all that has found his way back up into a top 10 spot. Is it worthy of drivers? I don't know, absolutely, but it's a good effort by Chris. But I think Mateus as well for driver of the day. So,
yeah.
And Mateus. Right, okay, ladies and gentlemen, at home, we're going to start the live chat poll. Please pick who your driver of the day is. The winner will receive 1 bonus championship point. The poll is active, ladies and gentlemen. Please pick who you think deserves driver of the day. I can tell you now, so far with 100% of the vote, it's Zeman. Mind you, that's only 1 vote being done, so not get ahead of ourselves, but currently, P1 of this race is Ivan Force, the Spanish driver. Then it's Mateus Belichet, the limited speed driver, and Zeman, who we knew was going to be starting to battle with Chris Moses, signing himself up into a podium spot. Justin, the German Minister of Defence and Bad Jokes, is P4. Chris Moses, who was in a podium spot with 15 minutes to go, is P5. Adam Krasik is 2-2 is in P6. P7 is Peter Fry.
I'm
what has
P3.
happened? What? I've got a new yellow flag. Who is the yellow flag? The 103. Nope. 60. Who? Why have I got?
It's Zeman.
No. It is Zeman. But I haven't got a yellow flag from Zeman at all here. I have no yellow flag.
It's heavy raining. It's coming all down. It's flooded track.
Don't have anything from it. Darren Jones of Mark now have got yellow flags. The 84 and the 222. What has happened? What is going on? Right, so Adams had a yellow flag. There's too many to notice. Zeman has nothing coming up there for the number 53, so let's have a look what happens at Adam. That's weird, right? Driver of the day. Who is on here? I tell you, 6 votes are in. Zeman with 67% of the vote. Oh no, Zeman with 57% of the vote. Justin 29. Mateus with 14% of the vote. What is going on? Yeah, there's some weird yellow flags coming through at the end there. Just
Yeah, the truck is flooded.
What is going on? How are you in P3? What is happening?
Yeah, so Zeman spun in front of me.
Right.
Because the truck is flooded, it's all coming down right now. It's very heavy raining.
But yeah, I can now see it's worse with 8 minutes to go. So Zeman's caught out by the elements of the minute. Hello to Ollie. Welcome in.
And I'm closing down on Mattis as well.
No way. Yeah, I can hear it. They're physically struggling for Mark Jones and Bram are about to come up on that big puddle that we just heard there. Oh, this is throwing a spanner in the works. Are we going to see anything? This is the puddle coming up. Do they realise that it's as bad as it is? wiggle on. Both of them get through. God for that. Peter Cry is very, very close. Darren Jones with a yellow flag. The number 84 is around. Peter Cry very close now. Moses, for the last 15 minutes, was in such a good position to be in with a shout for the podium spot, man. Guys, smash a like button for this channel. Thank you, brother. I'm just going to say, Justin chose the track conditions and he's P3. Yeah, it's starting to look a bit fishy. Just a little.
I said to Chris that even I don't know what's happened because I set the randomness on 6. It could be try as well.
Yeah. Even with 50% of the vote, Justin with 38% of the vote, so it's pretty close, but we do have 7 minutes left. Look at this, Peter Kai and Moses going at it.
6 seconds left matters. I could get P2. 5 seconds left.
The closest battle on the track now. Peter Kai now, the Lexus driver from Holland, chasing down the American driver in the Lamborghini Evolution 2. A big thank you to everybody at home that joined us for round number 2 of the GT Challenge Championship here at Spa-Francorchamps. Tim Hobson, that was a... I wish it would stop doing that, as Bram and Mark are very close to one another. Justin needs to get back in the Audi, says Jonathan Clifford. Yeah,
no way.
We'll take a point away from Justin for not being in the Audi.
The poll was open that they want to change the car, and we changed the car.
Yellow flag with the 222. Lever also with the yellow flags. It's just flooded right now, and I'm going to get loads of crap for it in the driver interview room in just over 6 minutes' time. And every blame goes on Justin right now. What is going on? How bad is this? Look how bad the weather is. Porsche is clearly OP, says Jonathan Clifford. I think next round it gets put 40 kilos on board with it. It's so
Just
bad.
a good range driver, sorry.
Good range driver on his controller.
Yeah.
Adam, possessing number 222, had a big accident somewhere. There's a yellow flag. Let's have a look why Adam is down in P13. 6 minutes left of this race, ladies and gentlemen. Has he just touched the curb in here? Yeah, passenger. Has he kept it out the wall? Oh, Justin, I'm watching people pirouette just going around corners. You have absolutely caused... Oh, speaking of the horse, look at this, ladies and gentlemen. It's Adam, because this is the number 222 chasing down. I assure you, there is a green Lamborghini in front of Mr. Richard Rory Horse. There is one there. Looking on the rear end of Mr. Rory Kaiser Horse, the number 211 Lamborghini Evolution 2. It's been chased down. Adam isn't too far off him. 5 minutes left of this race to go. Rory Horse, one of the fan favourites here. P12 indeed, brother. Oh, it's getting tight. Seaman with 44% of the vote. Ivan of 11. So Ivan and Mattis drawing on driver of the day. But Seaman has been hunted down by Justin. Extra championship point. If you haven't already and you're in the live chat, do vote for your driver of the day. There is a championship point, and I can tell you with how close things are at the minute. Matthias, yellow flag, what's happening with the number 69? What is going on? Oh my god, that's Justin behind. Did you just take that corner? Did you just take that corner? Did you just cut?
No. No.
I'm gonna let you off this once. But yeah, let's have a look what happened to the number 69 here. This is how Matthias has lost a bit of ground to Justin behind. Okay, so we've seen quite a bit happen here. It's just flooded at this point. And he's just gone out of track. Okay, so he's fine. He's just had to let completely off at that point, and obviously lost a bit. Number 36 is around. Chris Moses. There's something happening with Bram as well. Oh, it's so bad. It's so bad. I want to have a look what happened to Chris Moses, number 36. I've got so many yellow flags. I can tell you that a drive-through is clear for the number 222. Also drive-through clear for the number 103. Craig Foreman with a yellow flag. Oh, that is a huge, huge off through Chris Moses there. It just completely aquaplaned for the Lamborghini Evolution driver. What happened to Craig Foreman? Well, we've got a break in the action. Let's look at the replay system. It's so wet. These boys are just tiptoeing down right now, and he's up 6 pots at this point, is Craig, so... Okay, fine. Just the rear goes from a side on. Hopefully not too much damage, and again we have another yellow flag from Chris Moses. Something is happening. The Lamborghini driver's not having it his own way at the minute. Justin, 1.3 seconds off. The number 36, another yellow flag. He's well down. This is a big accident that's happened. Let's have a look. Something massive has happened here with Chris Moses coming through E Rouge. E-Rouge or Eau Rouge. Depends on his spelling. Oh, it just loses it on entry. Cannot stop. Knocks it down a gear. Big hit. Something happens afterwards as well. I'm sure that was another hit there. Oh no, the guy's coming up thick and fast. Ram 1.8 behind. Justin only a second behind now. It's 1.2. We've got 2 minutes left of this race to go. It's all to play for. 2 minutes left of round 4. We are nearly finished.
Right, man. Leader is on the final lap. Give it all you can.
Race control telling us, oh my god, look how close he is. This is for P2.
The window is now closed.
A bit of traffic up ahead for Matthias and Justin, respectively. Ivan on his last lap of the race. It's half a second. Last lap. One more lap for these guys to complete. I want to see how many spots Justin is up at this point. He is
9.
up 9 positions. He certainly is. Lost out a bit of ground though, Haas at the 911 driver. Down into 3rd, up Eau Rouge. But it's close, it's very close. Look at the overspeed, look at the overspeed! Is he through? Is he through? I think Justin is through. I think he's done it. Can the Minister of Defence hold on? Just a better line. Go Dirk, says Reno Dimar. Reno, good to see you in. I do have to move our eyes forward just for a second though, because Bram is very close on Mark Jones. Matthias is 0.7 of a second away. It looks like Blair Violet in P17 is close to Tim. Where is our race leader? Do not want to miss him coming across the line. Where is he at the minute? Coming through Frank, so yes. Coming up into sector 3, so we do have a couple of seconds. So Justin holding on from Matthias Belichet, the limited speed driver. Still up to play for, but I think a mistake at that point is in order. Bram and Mark are very close to 1 number 2. It's all to play for P8 and 7. They're starting their last laps. McLaren trying to stretch its legs through what comes. Ready on straight. Big thank you to everyone that's left a like on the live stream, even with 50% of the vote. Let's go and look at our race leader. Do not want to miss him. He must be coming up onto the last bit. He's going to come through Blanchiment right now. Turn 16, 17 respectively. Little lift from the Mustang driver as he heads up into the bus stop for the final time tonight. Here comes, providing gets the last corner right, I'm sure he will. Ivan for us, number 56. He masters it from start to finish. A flash of lights and across the line, the Spaniard, P1, round number 4. Well done to Ivan Fox. Justin, where is he out on track? He's got a little way to go yet. I have no idea how Justin has managed to get P2 in this race. Don't forget to leave a like on the live stream, ladies and gentlemen. But across the line comes Justin Brzozowski, P2 on track and a flash of the lights. Well done to the German Minister of Defence, Matthias Belichet, coming across the line. A bit of damage on the front of that car. Where's Zeman in all of this? Might actually see some fireworks here. There you go, you're just about seeing the fireworks in the background. I guess if we go Dash Pro, you'll be able to see it. There you go. Mr. Zeman across the line. Well done to you, my friend. P4. Good bag of points. Here's Peter Kroll. He's going to bring it home for P number 5. And another good bag of points there for the Lexus driver. Well done to Peter Kroll. A Flying Dutchman across the line. Chris Penrose, P6 from P17 from where he came from. That's not a little bad outing for Chris. That's a good recovery drive for the Alaman driver. And a flash of the lights too. Good spirits. Matt Jones comes up across the line. P7 up 3 spots. Well done to Matt Jones. Closely followed by Bram behind. Fantastic driving by both. Dirk Lucan, P9. Good recovery from Dirk. Not having it his own way tonight. Caught out with the conditions, as were many other drivers, but well done to Dirk Lucan. The 1-3-1 P9. Here comes Raymond Cramps in his very, very bright livery. Well done to you, a top 10 position for Raymond Cramps. Rory Kreiser Hoss, fan favourite, flashing the lights already as he comes into the bus stop. Up 2 positions, the 211 Lamborghini Evolution driver. Take a bow, Rory. Big support in the chat for Rory Ritual Horse. Here comes the 2-2 of Adam Kozlowski into the bus stop. Welcome in Lightblade as well, my friend. Here comes Adam, the 211 in his Ferrari across the line. P12, closely followed by Darren Jones across in his Bentley. Gets some good points in the end. P13, Craig Foreman. I think he's already across the line. That will do it, ladies and gentlemen. Any more cars out there? That's Chris. Yeah, he's going to be kicking himself as Chris, but well done to all the boys. Take a bow. If any of the boys wish to have an interview, please stay into the chat. We will speak to you and drag you in should you want a quick interview.
Holy God.
Well
Holy God.
done to everybody. Right, let me try and bring a few drivers in to the chat. I guess we'll start. We'll bring in Kirk here. How was your race, Kirk? 69. Welcome in, and yeah, good race. How was it? Not sure we got Kirk on the mic. Bring in Blair Violet. Violet, how was the race from your perspective? It looked like a tricky one with the weather conditions. Are you there?
Yeah, I am here.
Perfect. How was the race? Because it looked very tricky.
It's definitely difficult, yeah. I started 20th, which surprised me. It seems about like 4 people were able to get a lap in.
Right.
So I went out pretty early. Yeah, I surprisingly do like rainy conditions. I think I do better in them.
Yeah, I have to say, I think you do well as well in trickier conditions. It seems to be the great equaliser, you know. It's not all just down to setup and experience then. There's actually some driving talent that also comes into it, so... Yeah, it looked like a bad one, and I will just stress that I have nothing to do with tonight's weather conditions. That was all Justin's fault, but yeah. From your perspective, Blair, from obviously getting a lap in at the very start was difficult, and the race itself, how did it go for you? How did it go?
Pretty good. Start was very rocky from everyone else because there was a bit of a pile-up.
We did see
got like a small contact with Alexis, but
right.
Nothing I could have gotten out of the way of that because they were right in front of me. Yeah, only a few missteps on the turn after El Rouge and the one after that because the puddles were building up there.
Right.
I was alongside Melis and
we did see a swerve for some reason. I was trying to work out what it was. I thought it was either like a puddle or literally you turned in, but I just saw at the end of El Rouge that the car just snapped on you and turned kind of in. That was a puddle then that we were witnessing?
Yeah, it was a puddle. I heard Doc complaining. I was like, oh crap, and then it's turned right into him. So it was...
Yeah. From our perspective on the live stream, it looked like you'd taken him clean out. It was like, I'm trying to work out what was going on there. I'm like, Blair's a very clean driver. There's obviously something amiss there, but that's good to get clear that up at the very least, that there was a lot of aquaplaning that happened, because the car just seemed to absolutely fold from under here. So thank you for clearing that up. Blair, congratulations. It looked like a fun race. I mean, I wasn't involved in it personally, but it looked like
it was a fun race, yeah.
Exactly. Right, on to the next round. I forget which one it is. I think it's Nordschleife. Blair, how'd you get on?
Next one's Owen Park. I have on my calendar.
Alton, yes, you're right. It's Alton.
Green line. Give it all you got.
I'm going to be nice with the weather. It's going to be perfect there for everybody, because it's a tight track, so I'm not willing any stupidness on it. It's going to be perfect. Alton Park, Blair, how'd you get on with it?
Haven't driven there in a good while, but All the 3 British tracks kind of merged into one in my mind, so I can't remember which one's which.
They're kind of the same, yeah. I think Silverstone's a
Yeah.
little bit more open, but the rest of them are tight, twisty, flowing kind of tracks. But with that said, Blair, big thank you again for joining us all the way from the USA. A good outing, tricky conditions. Blair, thank you and well done for tonight. Well done, Blair.
Thank you.
Well done.
All right, we're going to move off and we're going to pull in Matthias Spellcheck, the limited speed drivers, and we do, I must say, have Justin inside of the driver interview with him. Matthias at the end there, a battle on for P2, and it looked like the Porsche was a mighty contender. I did see you come across the line, and it looked like you had some damage on the car. The windscreen was had some damage on. How was your race, my friend?
I think the first 10 minutes was so great. I got so many places, but then I had some skill issues and spun like 2 times or so.
Yeah, we saw damage on the car. Yeah, we definitely saw.
Yeah, and
damage on
then
the
it
rear
was
car.
just a question of when do I hit the wall or something.
But just surviving at that point.
Yeah, and then I got smashed into the wall in the second to last corner, I think.
Was that contact with another car, or was it?
No, it was just skill issue.
Right,
and,
skill issue. I'm with you. But listen, nonetheless, from the end of that race, you definitely gave us a show over on the YouTube broadcast side of things. You and Justin going at it, and it was so good to watch you two fight. So Justin, I mean, obviously Matthias, we know how bloody quick he is, and Justin, the German Minister of Defence, managing to pull the move at the end. But nevertheless, Matthias, a huge bag of points tonight, and I can tell you, my friend, that between P1 and 7, there's only a handful of points separating each other as we move into the next round. That's Alton Park. Matthias, how do you get on at Alton? Is it a track you like?
No, I don't like it at all. So it's pretty bad, but I will be there and do something.
Perfect. That's words of encouragement there for Matthias. But we'll move on to Alton. We look forward to seeing you out, and hopefully you give us a good showing as well. I will say, Matthias, as well, missing just out on the extra championship point tonight. You were in contention with 4 drivers, including yourself, for driver of the day. You were nominated for it, but it does look like Justin has got driver of the day. Matthias, thank you for joining us, and we look forward. Yeah, you did a fantastic job tonight with setting up the server and the weather conditions, and it was a little weird, but Matthias, thank you, my friend, for being a part of it, and we'll see you next week at Alton. Thank you, Matthias.
Yeah, thanks.
Cheers, bro. Okay,
Right.
moving on. I think we'll pull Craig in here from the Suda Racing, driving his Aston Martin. The conditions looked super sketchy at the end there. Craig, how was your race?
It was very eventful.
Eventful.
That's all I can really say on it. It was just, not a great start really.
Yeah.
Had a bit of an altercation on a Rouge, but it was like I tried to avoid it, and it's just.
Yeah, we heard from Blair as well. There was just an accident in front, and there's nowhere to go. You're just a victim of being in that wrong place at the wrong time. There's literally nothing as a driver on track you can do to avoid what's happening in front of you. Craig, I'm going to keep it short and sweet. On to Alton Park next week. Is it a track you enjoy?
Yeah, I don't mind it. It's not one of my favourites. I mean, Spa is one of my favourites, and
So tonight you were hoping for a much better outing. Fuck it. Well, it was Justin with the weather. I never had anything to do with the weather settings tonight. Blame it all on Justin, seriously. But Alton Park, it will be perfect for everybody out on track. I'm not going to make Alton a difficult round for anyone. I'm not sadistic like our German friend over here. So yeah, any complaints tonight, Craig, just forward them on to Justin. Craig, I'm glad that you don't mind, and you're the first driver in here tonight to say that actually you're not too harshly looking forward to next week. Just Craig, again, just a big thank you for your time tonight, coming and joining us and spending the hour with us. Sucks that Spa didn't go your way, but yeah, it was a very, very eventful raid. Craig Form, thank you, my dude, for being a part of it, and join us next week. Craig, thank you.
Cheers, Junior. Cheers, Justin. Thanks again.
Cheers,
Yeah,
Craig.
thank you for participating in a good race, mate.
No problem.
All right, we'll pull over Mr. Doug Tilley very quickly. Doug, in the BMW, it looked like you had a very big fuel load tonight, and you went quite long with the pit stop. How was your race, Doug?
Yeah, I was waiting for the rain to stop.
I don't think it did it?
No. No, it was a good race. Felt really bad for the first touch on Rory, and I
Yeah.
apologise for that. But no, condition-wise, yeah, it was wet, but no, it was quite fun. I only spun twice, so I was quite happy with that.
Hey, fucking small wins, right? But I was telling the ladies and gentlemen at home that yourself and drivers like Jamie been feeling under the weather all week, and just to show up tonight was a big battle. You know what I mean? You showed up, you put the car on track with very limited practice, and still did your thing. And Doug, we know it's always a pleasure to have you in. We move to Alton Park next week. Doug, is it a track that you like, you've enjoyed? Is it a track you've got much practice at?
We've raced it before, I think, but
We have
not
indeed.
for a while.
No,
Not for a while.
It's been a long while, Doug, yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, need the practice on that one.
I think the Beamer's not too bad at Alton, in all fairness, so it should be a lot easier to handle the bumps than a lot of the other tracks. But Doug, I just want to extend a thank you, because I know you've been feeling under the weather. For you and to Jamie, a big thank you for showing up tonight and racing when you've been feeling not the best, Doug. So big thank you, Doug.
No,
Appreciate it, bro.
Thank you, and sorry again to Rory.
Oh, we'll get him in, don't worry about it. We'll give him a bit of crap. But Doug, thank you, my friend, and have a beautiful rest of your night. Please say hello to all the family from us. Doug Tilley, ladies and gentlemen, thank you, bro.
See you later.
All right, brother. All right, we will pull in probably one of the boats tonight with the most stylistic livery choices. Mr. Raymond Cramps, how was the race for you, my dude?
Yeah, how about the livery? I like my women well.
I had it on
really
good
like my women
authority.
well.
Yeah,
Right.
good authority that was Amaranth, right, from Twitch or some other sites. I didn't know this personally. I was just told this off the top of my head. It may have crept in there, but yes, I had to. I didn't actually realise the livery you had on. We're doing the grid walk at the start of the race and the formation lap, and it came on. And for the rest of the grid walk, once I'd seen you, I couldn't stop laughing throughout. There was like another 10 cars afterwards, and I was trying to catch my breath and not to stop laughing my head off at your livery. But yes, that's it's quite an unusual livery, but you definitely stand out. Raymond, how was the race, my friend, from your view?
Pretty wet. It's no, it was a great race. Like I'm really loving these kind of conditions. It's
Look, blame Justin for it, because it's nothing to do with me tonight. You know, one of the few
Thank
that
you,
liked
Justin.
it.
Thank you,
But,
Justin.
Daz said you've got
of course.
quite a catchy livery, and that's a good way to put people off. Just on a side note, Raymond, is that someone you watch regularly, or?
it sort of came out something like a joke.
Okay, right. Is it not someone that
it's,
you actually got pictures on the bedroom wall of, or anything like that?
It's like communication that went a little bit haywire, and everybody took the wrong conclusions, and it materialized into this livery.
Right. So I like it. People jump to conclusions, but you've probably planted that seed there. But still, the livery is an absolute banger. Moving on to Alton Park next week, Raymond, how is the track from your perspective? Is it something you like?
Alton is pretty okay. I kind of like it. It's going to be a challenge, but
yeah. I think the Lexus actually runs pretty well there. As I was just telling Doug as well, it's not a bad, if you can get the car to go over bumps. See, the Ferrari, the McLaren are going to be a bit temperamental. The Lexus should be a half-decent car there. And I'll set the server up at Alton, so it's absolutely perfect and full of as much grip as possible for everybody. Mr. Raymond Camps, I'm going to call you Cramps for the second time. Winner, if I could give you a point for the best livery of the night, I would, my friend. That one, just watch the start of the race when we do the driver walkthrough of the cars, and when I notice your car, and just listen to the rest of it, bro, because I think you'll get a good laugh out of it. But Raymond, thank you, my dude, and look forward to seeing you out at all. Mr. Raymond Cramp, thank you, bro.
Thanks for the race, guys. See you the next time.
All right, I've just got a message through from Lorna Hughes, my wife. Ask Justin if he liked my German-friendly videos. I'm pretty sure she's on the
yeah, I really like them. That's
Instagram.
Some of them really made me laugh.
That's good news. They made you laugh. But moving on, we have Mr. Richard Rory Horse, the king of the TV in the background with a wife. I absolutely love it. Richard Rory Horse, you're always a fan favourite in the chat. Mr. Broder and the rest of the boys all cheering you on. How was your race, my friend?
Yeah, better than expected. I mean, I swear it's all down to that nice little kiss of good luck from Doug at the beginning.
Oh, right, there we go.
He sent me on my way.
Well, that's something we didn't know. There's extra kisses being brought out, and Doug didn't give bloody any of them. But yeah, you've always got a massive, massive following inside of the live chat for the races. It's good to see that green Lambo well represented out on track tonight. Just can you tell us, after the race began, how did the race unfold for you? Was it what you were expecting? Anything catch you out?
Well, when I went off at Eau Rouge, I was just like, I remembered what you were saying about just pit early, take your chances, and just go for it. That's pretty much what I did.
Most people don't take advice from me, especially when it comes to weather sort of conditions. But I'm glad that kind of worked out for you. But yeah, obviously next week we tackle Oulton Park. How are you and the Lamborghini around Oulton, Rory? Is it something you enjoy?
Yeah, I enjoy Oulton a lot. It's one of my favourites.
Oh, there we go. Right, finally somebody that actually enjoys Oulton. I know we had, God, there's too many interviews, but we have had another driver that doesn't actually mind Oulton. So next week will be perfect weather, the most amount of grip possible to make it life a little bit easier for everybody out on track. So obviously we look forward to seeing you next week, Rory, and bringing your tons of support you have in the live chat with you to Oulton Park. Rory, big thank you. A big thank you tonight as well for doing the driver briefing earlier on. You nailed it. Thank you for helping and being a part of the admin team. Rory, you've done a fantastic job, and big respect to you. Thank you, Rory.
Nice one, guys. Cheers, everyone.
Right, moving on, we have, I think we've got Dirk in here, who I'm pretty sure got caught out with the first bit of qualifying. There was literally, ladies and gentlemen at home, there were only really 4 minutes of qualifying where it mattered, and everybody scrambled to get out, try and get their laps in, and I think Dirk may have been one of the drivers that got caught out initially with how that session started. Dirk, how was qualifying and the race?
Qualifying was pretty good.
Okay.
P5.
Oh, there you go.
That was awesome, but I wasn't prepared for the weather. I used my normal racing setup, so I had lots to do with myself and my car.
Right.
It was way too low. So
I'm
we're planning all over the place. Yeah.
Well, obviously, the weather's nothing to do with me tonight. It was totally on Justin, and it's a little bit funny, my friend. Even as a German supporter, he managed to get P2 in this race. So, I mean, I don't know if we deduct him points or whatnot, but I mean, tonight he has actually won driver of the day as well with it. Yeah, give yourself a round of applause there. So an extra championship point goes to Justin. But I know that was a harsh round, Dirk, for you, and you're usually a much better contender, much higher up the field. I will say, as I said to all the drivers, Oulton Park, is it a track you get on with? Is it something you're looking forward to next week?
I think I'm pretty slow there. I tried it for some time, but it's very narrow, so...
Super narrow, yes. Well, as I was saying to everybody, it's a track I'll make sure there's the maximum amount of grip. It's sunlight. It's going to be perfect. You know, whether that's going to make it any better for everybody, it's just going to be optimal. So everybody can concentrate on trying to survive for the duration of it. But Dirk, I know that you're usually a much stronger contender with us when it comes to racing. We want to see you out at Oulton and at least have a much better outing and a much better race. And as I said to Rory earlier on, a big thank you to all the work you do via the admin side and the stewarding side as well. Dankeschön. Thank you, Dirk, as well.
Yeah, you're welcome. And I would like to,
go ahead.
What is it called? Apologize to my neighbors because I was constantly swearing. They're gonna hate me now.
Hey, fair enough. You should move to the UK. We'd have no idea about any of the swear words that you were going on about. So, you know.
Yeah, they will probably laugh at it, mate.
Exactly. With that, we've got one last person. Dirk, hopefully, can stay in the interview. We've got one last person to interview. It is Justin, the German Minister of Defence, admin, server-side setup here. He makes all of this run behind the clock, and quite the race for you, Justin. How would you like to tell us all at home how it was for you?
As you might know, I love rain. That's one of my favorite conditions, even if they got the worst as they are in the last 10 minutes.
Yeah, it looked like it.
I had some great fightings with Chris all over the race. I think this went over 30 minutes, the fight with
Chris
Chris
Pissick or
as
Penrose? Which one?
yeah,
There's too
Chris
many
Chris
Chris's.
Pissick.
Right.
Chris Pissick.
So we have 3.
After Dirk let me pass on at the first laps, I think.
Right.
So yeah, it was a fun race. Was a great race from my side. It was my best result on GTCS ever.
Oh, really? Was that the P2 was the best one?
Yes.
Oh, nice. Well, if I could give you an
Congratulations.
extra point, I would. But I feel like for someone that set the lobby up, it was a little bit of, black magic involved in there.
Yeah, horse advantage and all of that. Yeah, I know. But I won the drive of the day, so I have my bonus point. So
We can't take
Get
it
off.
away from you. That's what I can say. We can't take that away from you. Justin's been messaging my wife during the week as well, just for those people that have been listening as well. It's a little weird, but we'll carry on from there.
she
So
started with it.
Yeah, a big congratulations to Justin Pazowski for his best result in the GTC up until now, because who knows, there may be a P1 in the future with a flooded track perhaps. But moving on to Alton Park, Justin, is it a track you enjoy? Is it a track that you like? What can we expect from Justin next week?
I haven't raced much at Alton Park. I know that there are some spots which could be tricky,
Okay.
but I think it could be a top 10.
Top 10, flowing down the gauntlet. He just got his best result with us tonight, and I must congratulate him, because as we saw from some very experienced drivers tonight, it was super bloody difficult. There were some standout performances, but I think the poll in the end was leaning the right way, with Justin picking up the extra championship point for driver of the day. Massive congratulations to our German Ministry of Defence, to the 19 people that are still with us listening to this live stream. Thank you ever so much for joining us.
And
yeah.
as you might know, we do on tracks like Spa a little different contest within the drivers, and I can
Oh, it's the drive-through
happily
challenge,
say,
right? Yeah.
yes, the drive-through challenge. And this time, Chris Pissick won the drive-through challenge with only 2 drive-throughs.
That's
He only had 2 drive-through penalties in the race.
So not only do we have driver of the day that we'd let the YouTube audience actually vote on, there is also a little challenge in the Discord where tracks like this, where drive-throughs are an actual thing, the drivers get to pick how many drive-throughs they think that'll happen, and the person with the correct actually amount will get, I think, an extra championship bonus point. So well done to Chris Pissick there. The whole night wasn't wasted for you, my friend, in your GTR. Hopefully we'll see you out at Alton with a much better performance. But from me, Justin, and Dirk, a big thank you to every single one of the drivers, no matter where you came tonight, for showing up, putting on a performance, and seeing the race through to the end. And everybody who joined us on the YouTube side of it, a big thank you to all of you. From me, from Justin, from Dirk, from all of the admin team here on the GTC, take care of yourselves, take care of each other, peace and love. Join us next week on Sunday, 8 PM BST, for round number 5 at Alton Park. Until then, happy racing, safe week, big love.
Yeah, totally.
No, I'm really surprised. I'm really surprised of it as it was, because I never would expect that Seaman, Moses, and Mattis, all of them, they just all spun in front of me. Yeah. It was a great race. Despite
Everyone was backing up.
Yeah. I know why we haven't so much drive-through penalties. Dave. So, I can say to you that currently Chris Penrose leading with 74 points. Darren Des with 70 points, Mattis with 65 points, and Ivan with 62 points. I've jumped up to P9 on 46 points. It's close between P6 till P9. So Chris, both Chris as Pisuk and Moses